What is going on, guys? I'm back. It is the first day of the new year. It is 2023. Wow. What a year? It was a year. So I figured I'd do a top 10 of my favorite figures that I got throughout the year. Or just not even really a top 10, just my all in all favorite things that I got last year. Whether it be Transformers, Rangers, whatever. Uh, the very last thing that I got before the new year was the Hammond Collection T-Rex. This is a big beauty. This is a really cool item. Even has the eyeballs up. I don't know, I might do a review on it. When he's got opposable tail. But yeah, the Hammond T-Rex. This is a beautiful, beautiful object. Now, what would make me buy more big Hammond dinosaurs is if they did Spino. Give me a Spino from the third movie. Moving into the Ranger side of things, one of my favorite things I picked up this year was the Party City Dino Fury sword. Just because I knew I was never going to get the memorial edition of this sword, because that thing went for like $200, $300 on the aftermarket. I'm still thinking about painting this, like get the gold, redo the blade a little. But yeah, I'm going to eventually do some videos with this thing, like boost key videos or whatever. But I've got to find a way to get used to doing force perspective shots. So there's Chroma Fury Saber, and I'm just gonna tag it along with it. The Mega Fury Saber, the Megazord weapon, just because this thing looks cool. This is the third time we've gotten a big PR sword in the last like 10 years, so. Okay, let's get to some Transformers. Actually, I do want to show off some of the figures, though, for Power Rangers. My favorite additions this year were the green, black, and pink Dino Charge Rangers. Because that's one of my favorite seasons, is Dino Charge. My most recent acquirement was the Dino Thunder Yellow Ranger. So the core Dino Thunder team is done. Because here's red. So there's that for that. It's in. Oh, here it is. He's in here somewhere, but Marvel Legends Homecoming Peter Parker and Ned. Just look at that Tom Holland. Why can't we get civilian Power Rangers? Anyway, I'm just going to say all of Legacy here, because Legacy Year 1 was a good year for Transformers, outside of my occasional hiccup with a figure or two. I got Bulkhead here, so I put him in destruct mode. I got RC over here too. This is my second RC because her this part broke. I did modify her so she does have a waist, or more of a waist. There's that. But some of my favorite purchases made in Legacy were Elita, and I did slightly modify the gun, just slightly. But Elita is one of my favorite figures, just for the sole fact that cartoon Elita 1. I mean, yeah, she's a Minerva repaint, but cartoon Elita. Nothing else I can say about it. Cartoon accuracy. I am a sucker for G1 cartoon accuracy here lately, and I wish. I am very hypocritical also about certain things. I remember stating that I hated the size of Voyager Elita 1, but I want her at least up there and right there, the same size as Ironhide. She don't need to be a Voyager, but she doesn't need to be like a small deluxe. We know in G1 her and Optimus were almost on par with each other in height. Moving on to bigger deluxes and all that. Perceptor. God, I love Perceptor. Want to talk about slavery G1 accuracy right here. It is like Perceptor jumped out of the screen to cartoon accuracy. This thing is just beyond awesome. And then, my boy, 86 Ironhide. Dude, just flat out rocks. Solid 10 out of 10 figure. Best G1 Deluxe Ironhide on the market. It'll be the same thing for Ratchet when this thing gets turned into Ratchet. And I don't think I ever compared it to him, but yeah, Blitzwing. Same thing goes for Blitzwing. Blitzwing was my favorite leader toy of the year. I just due to my areas managing of stocking and all that, I never got Dragon Megatron. Hell, my shelves are still stuck on Wave 1 in the Beast assortment. Still. Wave 2 never hit any of my shelves outside of Soundwave and G-Axis. And the occasional Blitzwing. But Elita, Wild Rider, Tarantulas, and Knockout never showed up on the shelves at my Walmarts. I can't say anything about Target because that's where I found Knockout, was at Target. Trying to think of anything else I got this year that I want to include. I reacquired Cyberverse Deluxe Bumblebee. not for the fact that it was Cyberverse Bumblebee. It more the fact that it's this design as a robot, the kind of IDW Bumblebee look, or well, the IDW Prime Evergreen Bumblebee design that we've been getting here lately. That's mainly what I got it for. I like it, and I prefer this Bumblebee over the Earthspark Deluxe that's coming out, just for the fact that his doors are on his back and not attached to his arms. But yeah. I'm gonna also have. I think he came out this year, right? Didn't Origins B come out this year too? Let me 1 minute. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry. I just want to show these off before we move on to my favorite bigger figures of the year. 86 Wheelie. I did not think I was going to like this thing. For the longest time, I was trying to acquire the Titans Return one. And specifically the Takara Titans Return one. Because Hasbro had that thing of during the Prime Wars, when we had the fancier repaints from Japan, we got the toy look. Japan went with the toon look. Like okay, he would have been this purple here in the States. Japan would have went and did the lilac, the light purple on him instead. But yeah, Wheelie is so nice. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a waist, but this is the old legend scale. Do you really expect waist? I am fine with basic articulation at this scale. Now, if he got moved to something like this, then maybe, but I'm fine with that for this. Speaking of that, Buzzworthy 86 Cliffjumper. Ooh, my friend, you were a hard figure to track down that last year. A very hard figure to track down. That's why I barely mess with this thing, because I don't want to avoid breakage. I don't want nothing to happen to this thing. Because Cliffjumper is a hot commodity item. It took me weeks to get a hold of this thing after it was announced. And I didn't even find him over here on my side of the river. I had to go across the river to the Target in Moline to get him. But this guy is just awesome for the pure fact of he doesn't have any translucent plastic, which is my number one hated thing about Transformers, is clear plastic. And especially being used on crucial body parts. For him, his whole entire torso is clear plastic. Not on him. His is molded in blue. I'm also just going to throw him in here because I can. Buzzworthy Creatures Collide. Goldbug. I originally, I don't know if I ever made a video on it. I bought the set for him, and then I gave Ransack, I gave all the bugs to my brother, because he wanted the bugs, I wanted Goldbug. Best $80 I could have spent, so, yeah. Got who I wanted, and my brother got who he wanted. But yeah, that's it for the small guys. Let's get into some of the bigger guys. My favorite big, the Voyagers and all that I got this year. Ooh, there's a lot of good ones that came out. The biggest figure that I probably have gotten this year was, I want to say Sludge. Yeah. Here's Sludge. Just keep him up here with the other Dinobots, so he's going to stay up there. Yeah, Sludge was a really good figure to find. He is like Cliff in that, whereas he was really hard to get a hold of because the shelves are just now flooded with Starscreams. And, well, if you're in my area, you still have Slag and Grindors everywhere, so it is what it is. Oh, no. My favorite big item of the year. Hold on, I gotta... My favorite big item was Menasor. Menasor is my favorite big thing of the year. This dude just bow down to it. Leaps and bounds better than the Combiner Wars Menasor that came out. I mean, that size, I think that's the size of most Combiner Wars combiners. I'm gonna put a hotspot in his torso mode. But yeah, if Hasbro felt like they want to redo other combiners that really should have been up or been redone, personally, I don't think any of the Limbots during Combiner Wars need to be redone, but like Hotspot, Onslaught, and those two need to definitely need to be redone as commanders. Just like Mode Master was. Redo those two and let them keep the Combiner Wars limbs. Because I like him as a torso, but he doesn't articulate like he articulates. I mean, he's the only combiner I know that has waist. Yeah, Venusaur's the only combiner I know that has current articulation, like the ankle tilt, waist rotation, good thigh. And for anybody wondering, I think I showed this off already in the video. You cannot use his leg system on previous Combiner Wars anything. But you get a rough idea of how big it was if the yeah. I'm still looking for Dead End and Breakdown to complete my Menasor. So let me put you back here, big guy. And bring in those two. Not yet. Also wanted to show off my favorite customs that I've done this year too. I've done a few of them. Earthrise Megatron with painted back and everything. Didn't know if I was going to get to it in a customs video, but... Oh, yeah, there you are. I was wondering why I couldn't find you. Well, as well as Wheeljack. I did 2 customs with them because I have spares coming out my wazoo. I think throughout the War for Cybertron, the figures I bought the most copies of were Wheeljacks and Megatrons, for the simple fact that Wheeljack, I hate these little window things that are attached to his legs. Hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. I went through 4 Wheeljacks between Mainline and the Netflix one. So I've got my Kingdom re-release of Wheeljack up there on the shelf. I don't touch him until my Shapeways kit comes in for him, because I don't want to break him. But if you want to know what kit I'm referring to, go watch Perspective Ends Wheeljack videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. I will probably leave a link in if I don't leave a link in the description. Just look up Perspective Ends Wheeljack video. He covers the whole kit. It replaces the window. It gives him fillers. So you could essentially keep him like this, and then when you put him in his car, he looks like that, but the window covers that up, and there's not a gap here. It's more like this one. You get the whole rounded window piece on the car, and you lose the gap. Oh, that's another thing. Evergreen Cyber Battalion Wheeljack. Kind of forgot that I got it, but at the same time, I was kind of happy when they announced it, or when it was announced to have been spotted. So I went to my local dollar store that sells these, and I nabbed one, because for $10, for some reason, this looks better than almost every one of these, except for the head. But yeah. I mean, you've seen my custom video for Siege Megatron, Shockwave, and Nightbird. I love those until I would like to see like an SS-86 Shockwave like that. I've got another Megatron. Let me go grab it. I have another Megatron over here that I am currently working on. This one is the one that carries my Lazy Eyebrow Review, or Lazy Eyebrow Reviewers cannon. But there's a guy on Cults that made a print piece that allows me to take the entire back or the arm assembly off of Earthrise Megatron and replaces it with a back piece that looks like his back with the barrel to essentially turn them into this, but at this size. So that's one of the things I'll be purchasing later this month, hopefully. But yeah, so I'll update you guys on that when I get that done. But let's get to my two favorite things that I purchased this year. Holiday and 35th Prime. I don't know. There's something about these two that I love. Him especially. I bought my original 35th Prime back in 2018, 2019 when they launched the 35th line, and then it was 2019 because then 2020 happened, and just to give you guys a rundown what happened that year. Just to give you guys a rundown of what happened that year. But I want to say when it started back in 2020, we got kicked out of our house, and that's a whole ordeal. I'm not going into that part, but we got kicked out, so we had to take our stuff and go. What we were allowed to take and go, because we had a small vehicle at the time. And then we bounced around from place to place for a couple of months until I got put with my cousins. So a lot of my stuff stayed at that house, and then the city tore down the house. So I lost a lot of my stuff. Almost everything that I had at the time was there, and what I took with me, and he was one of the things that went down. So I've been spending all of 2021 to now rebuilding the collection. So this just kind of, I don't know, symbolizes that there was hope in my life to things would get better. And things have gotten better. We're in a house now, so. But, yeah. So, back to the happy note. Sorry, had to. That being said, these are two of my favorite figures at the moment. 2022 was a good year. 2023 will be an even better year. So, let me know what you guys think of my list in the comments. Let me know what your favorite stuff was, and I will see you guys later.